Uh, so far, the course has been so good, and we have structured the organization. We have launched the venture, and talking about exit plans, when well, it's not easy, I believe, to really frame a exit plan from a venture which you have put so much effort in. But as Jessica Jackley of Kiva, the founder of co-founder of Kiva, has mentioned, sometimes the exit is important in order for the project to go beyond one person's individual way of thinking, individual way of operation, and the kind of objective the organization is looking for. So we have already launched our venture, which is named as Rangamaati, and uh, we basically work on an attempt to revive Bengal. In India, we have a state called Bengal, and I am from Bengal. And through Rangamaati, and rangamati.com is our website. Through Rangamaati, what we are trying to do is we are trying to revive the handicrafts and handloom of Bengal, and we are trying to empower the rural woman and the female artisans through revival of the Bengal's handicraft and handloom. Now, this organization been functional for 4 years, and if I really have to as a founder and a director, if I really have to think about an exit plan, it would be something like, let's say, where do I see Rangamati in 20 years from 2016 is Rangamati now operates only through online platform, an e-commerce platform. 20 years down the line, I find Rangamati's retail outlets, or as we know, we have the plan to create Rangamati Studio. We plan to launch Rangamati Studio in Kolkata, and in 20 years, we want Rangamati Studio to have its presence in all the metropolitan cities and the major cities of India. Okay, promoting Bengal's handicraft, handloom, and telling the stories of the Bengal's artisans and the kind of artwork that they do. And in terms of empowerment, I see from 20 years, I would as a founder feel really very happy, and I would really feel a sense of achievement if now we are working with a certain cluster, a certain number of artisans. By 20 years, if we are able to work with all the major artworks, the artworks which are declared as dead, or a very few attempt for revival of these artworks are done, um, we would really be successful, or we would really be in a position to say that our impact has brought some changes in socio-economic changes in the artisans or the people's life, when the number of artisan that we are working with reaches, let's say we have a number 20,000. Bengal has a huge potential of artisans, huge potentials, from generations to generations, from the skill works and the artworks, and 20,000 artisans working with Rangamati, and they're working independently. It's not like they are working for Rangamati only. It's like they are creating artwork individually, and they are aware of the market, and they can approach the market, and it's like true empowerment, wherein they themselves are approaching the customers, they themselves are conducting exhibitions, and they themselves are getting the work themselves. They're working on the design and creating a real social impact through their hard work. That is the kind of dream that we love to see in Rangamati. And in terms of how the world would look better, Rangamati's presence for the next 20 years, if it can really relieve the artisans from the clutches of poverty, and their work gets recognized, and they can take care of their requirements at the home, in terms of sanitation, in terms of health facilities, in terms of their children going to schools. The more children we can send to schools, the more proper sanitation facilities that we can provide. I think to come out in a number is very difficult, but 20 years is a huge time in which we would really want to be in a position wherein our artisans has created their impact in the global market with their work, and we have as an organization been able to empower them in terms of not only in terms of economic growth, but in terms of the cultural impact also, wherein they know where their where the market is, they know who the artisans are. So Rangamati as an organization, when it goes beyond this, I believe we would look for collaborative initiative wherein such like-minded organizations like social enterprise and others get in collaboration with Rangamati, and we do a group work and we do a real impact wherein we are making small changes, but more often in the artisan's life. And on the holistic view, on the philosophical view, as I said, the path or the journey of Rangamati started with my thought or my philosophy of serving humanity, and that's the reason I left my IT career. That's the reason I chose to work with the villagers and the artisans. I now stay in the villages and I work with the artisans. But holistically, if I want Rangamati to liberate myself, wherein it's not only a sense of achievement, it gives me a sense like, okay, if I have stayed, if I have lived for the next 20 years or such a time, my effort has really brought impact in people's life, and I want to be liberated in such a way wherein the artisans benefit, the artisans family and my benefits. There is no differentiation, wherein we can move ahead, and I want to move into a more I would say holistic, or right now it's like I'm into everything, designing, legal matters, whether it's talking to the artisans, buying the raw materials, procuring the raw materials from the market, doing a crowdfunding, talking about the artisans, and meeting people. And so I want to spend more time into learning. I want to spend more time into specific kind of growth, wherein I'll be able to do more research work so as to how to create a real sustainable development opportunities which would stay beyond time and beyond a kind of time framework wherein 20 years, 25 years. So Rangamati, the day 20 years from now, I see is as a very open, transparent social enterprise, wherein the artisans successfully have created the bridge in between the buyers across the globe and their artwork is being accepted, and they feel Rangamati as a place not only to work and earn their living, but as an organization wherein they learn to go ahead. Because as they say, you give a fish to a person and you feed the person for one day, but you teach the person how to fish or catch the fish, and he can feed himself for his whole life. So Rangamati, I want it to evolve as a social enterprise. Right now it's a social enterprise. We want to move and evolve as a learning institution wherein people are learning new skills, wherein people, artisans are coming all together, and they're bringing old artwork and they're doing more of research work, and they're doing more of in-depth analysis as to why that artwork at one point of certain time, when it was very popular, when it was very famous, it still failed, and they work on those. It's almost like a root cause analysis of why those artworks actually perished, and what solutions we can work on as an artisan, as a group, as a collaborative institution, so that in the coming days, this continues, and this does not fail. So I, as a co-founder and the director of the organization, would find myself in a position wherein I am really learning more on the revival procedure. I am learning more about old artwork, and I am working to bring them together. So for with that, that would be my exit transition door, I would say, from my current venture. And I am hopeful with all the learning that I'm doing here, and I'm going for more and more courses. I'm trying to learn more techniques. I'm trying to learn more global aspects. I am sure that in a due course of 20 years, Rangamati, I'll be able to move it forward in a direction where it can really bring sustainable economic development in the artisan's life, intellectual development in the artisan's life, and we can grow together as a collaboration. That's all from my side. This is Sanjay from Rangamati Handicrafts, Bengal and India. It was nice talking to you all, and thank you for watching this video.